Can I also give all the claps and snaps to the animators for making this woman's natural hair look like black people's hair? Sorry, that took them. That deserved a moment. That looked great. Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka GeekXX Chic, and we are back with another episode of Secret Level. The second batch of episodes have dropped, and I'm very excited to get into them because I enjoyed the first half quite a bit. I don't know about y'all, but I thought it was a lot of fun. So I'm ready to keep the party rolling. We're now on to episode 9, which is called The Outer Worlds, The Company We Keep. I have not heard of this game, I'm going to be honest, and I have not played it, but it's a longer episode, so I feel like we're going to get some decent exposition and a pretty good story in that time, because that's what these episodes have been pretty good with doing that. So I'm ready to jump in, but just before I do, just a reminder, if you are new here, welcome to my channel. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell if you'd like to be part of this journey or to support me. And also that I will be covering 2 episodes in this reaction. I'm going to be doing episode 9 and episode 10 just because they are shorter episodes. So yeah, please do stay tuned for both episodes. All right, that out of the way, let's get into the episode 9. There we go. Right now. Oh, okay. We're on a garbage plane. Oh. Wow, I love that fake out. Like it was flying. It was not. Hello. Maybe you shouldn't be in a place where large metal pieces are falling from the sky. What does the armband mean?
Yes, sir. Someone's gonna be getting an extra serving of Vitigral.
Yum.
Nutritious and tested.
You say so? Why does it look like it's coming out of a battery?
Sprats!
Sprats. Well said. There goes your holy. She got a spoonful.
Trust me, son, you don't want no part of this job.
I'm an
That's not
orphan
what he
on
asked.
garbage duty. Ain't a lot of jobs I won't do.
Numa Experimental Station needs your body more than you do.
Numa. Did you say Numa Station?
Need your body more than you do?
That F word. That a name?
Yeah, says here the lead scientist is one Dr. Felicity Carroll.
Hello? Please? Help?
Name's Felicity.
Aww. Core memory. Oh, she's got the purple band in her hair.
That tingles.
That's why.
I never lie.
Because I made it myself.
What? That's wonderful. You're wonderful.
Aw. Something tells me he's not been shown a lot of kindness.
The wind could have just blown it down, in which case you were just helping clean up the place.
Oh no, I was the one tore it down.
Then you can't apply for this job until
Right?
you reimburse the company for stolen.
Thank you. You did not pick up the hint? He's a simple boy, but then again, he doesn't lie. That's right. He doesn't lie.
Nobody with a lick of sense is signing up for a job such as this.
Does he look like he has a lick of sense? Can I also give all the claps and snaps to the animators for making this woman's natural hair look like black people's hair? Sorry, that took them. That deserved a moment. That looked great.
She's the smartest person I ever did meet.
Oh,
Pretty.
Spread on the face. Can you help him?
Never gonna see her again.
Okay, so this whole place is actually highly dangerous. No, they died. Okay, this kid is dumb lucky, quite literally.
Get off planet and go where they invent stuff. I want to help people. I want to make things
Tells me
better.
that got twisted.
Your friends are here.
I don't have friends.
Ouch.
I've only got you, Amos.
Whew. Not the smoothest recovery.
Amos! Amos!
Aw.
Wow, when do you go?
Today! The law, I don't have much to pack. I'm going to Numa!
Aw. That bittersweetness. Happy for her, but devastated for you. Good for you for not trying to make her feel guilty.
Hope you still remember me, Felicity.
I hope she's still the Felicity you remember. This planet, significantly nicer looking. I love these nameplates.
You're engaged in a noble effort to be
Does she look like the girl that used to be on that cooking show? Where all the amateur cooks would all compete?
I can't lie. I mean,
Really? What's your biggest fear?
to live a meaningless life and then die alone.
That's valid.
Oh.
She's like, damn, that was real. A little too real. Am I looking in a mirror?
Today, rub it on your arm, then we'll pour the acid over it.
Huh? That's not how antacid works.
Bill.
I don't think it's working. It burns!
Are you okay? The fact that this actually goes on, like maybe not with acid, but human testing does happen.
When do we get to meet the other scientists?
Can you still feel your thumb?
What thumb?
Let the water fill your lungs and then breathe for as long as you're able.
Breathe. Underwater. Oh my God, he got a metallic arm. That's his own fault for being so damn enthusiastic. Number 27. I mean, no one can accuse this kid of not doing, but putting his all into everything he does.
How many experiments until I can meet Felicity Cara?
Just one product to work.
Let
I'm sorry, what was that? I'm sorry, I just need to see what that was.
Till I can meet Felicity Cara?
Oh, that's a whole body, and that's how they're carrying it?
bite you until it loses interest.
Raptidon?
For quality.
Miss Courtwright, Chairman.
Is that her?
Why isn't this a surprise?
I think that's her.
Unlike our competitors, Auntie Cleo wouldn't put her name on a product less than 60%.
Oh, only 60% when people's hands are being bitten off?
Amos?
Felicity!
Okay, let's hope you're not contagious. Oh, her nice uniform.
If I'd have not shown up, you would have become garbage.
Oh, I'm glad at least she's conversating.
Brand new arm, heat sensor, and they made me smarter. Look at this.
Both hands gone?
Become garbage. That's amazing.
You're doing so much good, helping so many people.
Is she?
I'm so pleased I got to see you one last time.
Last time.
What? One last
Damn,
time.
okay.
I have a chance to become Auntie Cleo,
Become what he.
You don't actually think it's the same woman, do you?
or a person. She's an idea.
A brand.
handed down from one generation. to the-
Exactly.
All we have to do is stop testing.
I'm real good at testing products. People are gonna die.
Test subjects die
She
all the
does
time.
not care at all.
Yeah.
Like I said, she's not the girl you remember.
Being Felicity was enough for me.
Yeah, not for her, apparently.
As Felicity, I'm just a cog, a nobody like you. As Auntie Cleo, I'll finally matter.
Another hit, that truth. She doesn't lie much either.
5 out of 10.
That really sucks, right? When you have something built up in your mind of what it's gonna be, and then you finally see it. Oh my God, he's wasting away. And the fact that you've done all of this and she's saying that it's gonna be worth nothing because they're gonna take it out.
I'm sorry, Amos. They're cutting back on the program.
And there's really not much left of you to test.
Barely any human parts left worth.
Thank you!
You're asking if assault and fraud are against corporate policy.
If I had
In a
recorded
nutshell.
evidence of
Oh, I
corporate.
forgot she didn't even think of that.
That could get somebody in a great deal of trouble here.
Forgot. She was careless.
Just a cog, nobody like you.
Oh, but you hurt his
Yes.
feelings. Felicity. If you just given him the promise, the hope that one day something could happen, he wouldn't have done this.
Hello?
Is anyone even in this chair? Or she already got the job?
I have evidence of.
Yep, no one's there.
I've never stopped climbing towards the top.
She's gonna kill you.
Just step on people to get there.
She's gonna kill you.
The one person I could count on.
Yeah, she knows you're about to betray her.
Honest Amos.
Wow, look at the transformation.
Are we the bad guys?
We? What? What's this we nonsense? Ma'am, this is your job.
Am I a bad person?
Yes.
Go be Auntie Cleo.
See, I told you that's all she had to do. I still don't trust her though. Look at her. She's like, played like a violin. Dumbass. But I don't blame her. That's who she's always been. But it did save what's left of his life.
I love Auntie Cleo.
Sadly, he does. What a sad story of a tale of two very different people. Damn. Well, I don't know a ton about what the Outer Worlds is about as a game. My guess is that it is, you're possibly someone who gets sent to a colony planet and you have to maybe scrap. I'm thinking, make your way through, possibly eke out an existence based on what you're able to find. I'm not sure. Yeah, this was definitely a story that focused mostly on our two main characters of Amos and Felicity. Amos, who has not had a great lot dealt to him in life, an orphan on this planet that's clearly very poor, him having to do every little job possible just to be able to afford food, which I would very much doubt if we can actually call it food in good conscience. But we can see that Amos doesn't let this get him down. Like, he very much is a pure-hearted person, and he instead looks at the benefits of his life. He's not looking at how poor he is or how hard the work is and dangerous. As we saw, people literally either getting eaten by rats or having heavy things fall on them and end their life in a second. Like, none of that keeps his spirit down. He genuinely just looks at every day as a new opportunity to just get through the day. And we see that he's got this bandana on his arm, and we learn the significance of it is that there is a girl who showed him kindness. And again, with him being an orphan and not really having anyone who directly looks out for him, to have somebody go out of their way to not only pull him out of that heap that would have ended his life, but then care for his wounds and then show him kindness, like it has so much more meaning for somebody who doesn't have that on a regular basis or has never possibly had that. So we see that he fell in love hard and fast right there and then with Felicity, even though from the very beginning I could see that for Felicity it was just more of a passing moment, a distraction. She never really looked at Amos, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, she didn't mind talking to him, hanging out with him, and the fact that he was so in love with her, I mean, that's someone that she's able to have conversations with and share dreams with and do all these things because, like I said, what's Amos gonna do? Of course he's gonna listen to her and encourage her and be her biggest cheerleader and all those things. So point being, I think it was always a very one-sided relationship between the two of them, and that she benefited a lot from it. But actually I shouldn't say that, because Amos loved her, and I think that was probably something that gave him extra meaning, was having someone to love and something to look forward to and seeing and interacting with her, even if it wasn't something where she was really reciprocating the energy that he was giving her. But we see that Amos was someone who was very simple, right? They made it very clear that his life, his outlook, his desires were very simplistic, right? When they're having the conversation on that ledge where she's saying, this is not enough for me, this place is awful, don't you want to leave? And he's like, yeah, but it's home. Like, our friends are here. Like, there's things here. Like, it's not as bad. You know, like I said, that outlook of being grateful and appreciative for what's in front of him. But for her, it was never enough. She wasn't happy. It was, oh, this is a backwater. What did she call it? Like a bunch of very derogatory words. Oh, there's nothing here. And then when he says that there's friends, she's like, I have no friends here. And that was her truth. And Amos heard her. But of course, when she looked over and realized, oh crap, then she, oh no, except for you. But I'm like, no, you told the truth the first time. You don't consider Amos to really be your friend. He's just someone that you know you can rely on to, you know, basically be your lackey, to be lack of a better term. So anyway, we see that eventually Felicity gets her job offer of a lifetime, right? She clearly has a brain for science, and she gets accepted to what I'm assuming is the biggest company, or one of the biggest companies that provide all kinds of different products for all these colonies. And she wants to go there and put this knowledge she has to work. And I don't fault her for that at all. Like, if you've got a brain for something and you're not able to do it, that is absolutely a waste. So she leaves, and we see that it, you know, even though it breaks poor Amos's heart because he clearly loves her and is going to miss her, like I said in the episode, I really love that he didn't try to make her feel bad or guilt her. He just basically said, I'm happy. I mean, it wouldn't have worked anyways, but still, the fact that he was just happy for her, even though it was devastating for him. And he basically just hoped that one day they'd see each other again, knowing that there was a high likelihood they wouldn't. But then we see that he finally gets the opportunity, because where she works is asking for test subjects. And of course, everyone's like, why would you willingly sign up for this? But he just, the idea of being able to see the love of his life was enough for him to risk it all. And we see that when he got there, as they said, he was honest literally to a fault. And I love too when like that, the one question that this scientist asks him when she wants to prove he won't lie, and she asks him what his biggest fear is, and he's like, to live a meaningless life and die alone. Damn, right? But I love that that shows that there is some depth to Amos, because they definitely kind of made it seem like maybe he wasn't capable of that, but he was. He just chose to always look at the brighter part, right? He was always looking for the brighter horizon. He didn't like to get mired in the things that weren't going well. He always just wanted to give his all and do his best. And for him, when he got there, his main objective was to see Felicity again at all costs. So, and also I don't think he's ever done a crap job at anything you put him on anyways. So anyways, we see that he goes through, and we now understand why nobody wants this job. Anyone who's sane doesn't want this job. They literally are killing people, right? They're slowly torturing these poor subjects, and then they eventually get to a point where a lot of them don't make it anymore, or they probably just leave because they can't take it anymore. And it's sad, because I'm sure almost all those subjects were people who were like Amos, but probably just not as positive, right? They were dirt poor and probably felt like there's nothing else they could do. But either way, we see that time keeps going on, and Amos keeps losing body parts and experiencing absolute hell, but he never complains. He never whinges. He always tries to do his best and be honest and engaging, because he wants to work towards this goal. He wants it to be meaningful, as we already heard him say, but also because he knows it's going to get him one step closer to his goal. And then eventually that day comes, and he gets back with Felicity. And it's interesting, because before he leaves, he's like, I hope Felicity still remembers me. And I said, I really hope that Felicity is the same person he remembers. But I knew, and again, that I was pretty much sure she wouldn't be. The way she was so quick to get out of there and really didn't even care, I knew that it was going to be like, she hadn't thought of Amos one time since she got onto that planet. I promise you, he never crossed her mind. But anyway, we see they have a reunion, and thankfully she's nice. You know, she's engaging, she talks to him, she doesn't look down on him, at least directly, and it's all Amos could have wanted and more. And then eventually she lets him know that actually she's not even going to be able to stick around because she's looking to get promoted to the next step, which is the next face of this brand. And she then lets out a deep secret that she's planning on taking out the human trials, that she says at this point, we're just going to put it on the market and let people decide whether or not it's a good market product that's going to get our sales up. It's going to cut our bottom line. But also, like, she's saying that, you know, it might hurt some people. Although Amos, who's like, but people are dying in our trials. So if you're putting it out to the masses, how many people are going to die? And she basically is like, people die regardless, right? So again, this lack of empathy, this lack of care, this lack of overall just warmth and heart, they make themselves apparent again and again. I saw that from the get-go, but of course, poor Amos was always so love-struck that he never saw that. So anyways, he finally sees it for what it is here. And when he realizes that she's dead serious and that she doesn't care and that she really just cares about this advancement, he has a moral dilemma because he loves this girl. He loves her so much, and she's like his sole reason that he's done all of this. Like, he's been living his life since he met her to be with her, and to have that image conjured in your mind of what that's going to be like, and to have that shattered in real time like it was with him, it's understandable why he was like, damn, like, what do I do? Like, if I turn her in, does that negate everything that I've done and all that I've been through if she ends up not getting this job, being fired, and then God knows what happens? Like, he had a lot to think about, right? And it's hard because morally, you know, he's someone who doesn't like to lie. He likes to tell the truth. He knows morally he should tell on her and stop this horrible thing from happening. But emotionally, there's so much more involved in that. The fact that he knows that she's never going to forgive him for this. He's going to lose what little he has of her. But also, like I said, all this pain and suffering he's gone through thus far, is it going to feel like it was meaningless if it all falls apart for her? So anyways, he goes to the point of wanting to expose her, but at this point she's already basically about to get the job. And we see that she does what I said, and I was half joking in the episode where I'm like, all she needed to do was pretend that she likes this kid and flirt with him a little bit, and there's no way he's turning on her. And she see that at this moment, that's exactly what she does. She says all the lines that he's ever been wanting to hear, even though they're clearly BS. You know, oh, I've been so selfish. I didn't think of you. Oh, I said you were nobody, but that wasn't true. And that was another thing I missed, how she called him a nobody to his face and didn't bat an eyelash. And again, I think in that moment, I really love the way they played that scene. It was very tense the entire time. I really thought she was going to do, and I think she would have. I think if he'd been like, I'm still going to do this, she probably would have hurt him. But she did her whole theatrics and her whole speech. And I think that whole time, all of it, I'm almost 99% sure that Amos knew she was BSing, but he just loves her so damn much. And like I said, I think in the end, he waited during that conversation of, if I go through with this, there's not a guarantee it's even going to happen. Maybe she's going to be able to lie her way out of it, but I'm going to lose everything at this point. I'm going to lose the girl. She's going to lose her career. It's going to be bad. And either way, people are still going to get hurt, and everything that I've done is going to be in vain. So I think he just looked at it and that he's like, that's what happens if I go through with this. But if I don't, I get to keep up this lie, this facade, this dream that maybe, just maybe one day this girl will see me as something more than a nobody. So I think in that decision, it wasn't really so much to protect Felicity as it was to protect himself and his heart and what he'd been working for so long, and the dream that he had. And so we see in the end, he gives her the recording that he has of her basically incriminating herself, and he's like, you know, go do what you need to do. Like, this has been your dream. The one thing Felicity has never lied to him about is her ambition and her lack of actual care for him. And so I think in that moment as well, he recognized he really couldn't be mad at Felicity because she's never been anything other than that. It was always him that wanted and saw more than there actually was. So anyways, that's how we ended the episode. Basically, she's off to live her dream and he's back to his simple life. But I feel like he genuinely isn't upset or disappointed because that's who he is, right? He can always find the bright spot in the darkness. And like he said, I love that woman. And that's really what it comes down to. He gets to hold on to that and not have his last memories of her basically cursing him out. So yeah, that was a very dark story, I gotta say, but it also had its beautiful moments, and it was beautifully animated, as I said, and just great. Like I said, I still don't know anything about the game, but I think they did a great job of showing a real full story in those 16 minutes or so. So I enjoyed that, and I talked a lot about it, but I feel like they actually told one of the more deeper stories that we've seen out of all of these shorts so far in this one. So that was great. Now moving on to the next episode, which is episode 10, which is Mega Man Start. This is a game I played, guys. I'm so excited. I have played Mega Man, and yes, I played it on the OG Nintendo. Yes, I aged myself. Get off my back. Anyway, I really loved Mega Man. It's one of my favorite games when I was a kid. I enjoyed it so much. I played at least 2 or 3 versions of it before I finally kind of slipped out of it, but I've always enjoyed it. And again, very thin plot from my memory. Really, he just kind of ran through the game, lovely 2-dimensional game, just taking down all these different baddies to finally get to your level boss. And once he took down the level boss, he would usually get a new ability or outfit, and then just rinse repeat through the rest of the levels. So not a lot, as I said. I do think they did give us a bit of a backstory now that I'm thinking about it. I think at the beginning of the game, they talk about like why Mega Man is there, but God, I do not remember because girl, I was young and all I cared about was getting to the game part. So I don't remember a lot, but I'm interested, much like Pac-Man, to see what they did with this extremely thin plot of the OG game. Like I said, I have not played any of the ones that came out later, like in the 2000s, etc. But when I grew up, the OG plot was very thin. So I'm excited to see what it is they're going to bring in this one. So without further ado, let's jump into that episode right now. Oh, what? Thomas Light, that's right. I forgot there's a doctor involved. All the bosses were doctors too, right?
How can I help?
Open base 6.
Why is this child here? Oh, he's a robot. Never mind. This is giving Astro Boy.
Maybe this will shield him from outside signals. Keep Wily from infecting his cognitive circuit.
Maybe? I don't like all these maybes.
I could fight.
Yes, he could. Put him in the Mega Man
I
suit.
can go out there and fight them.
Yeah.
You made me to help. Let me help.
In the lab, Rock.
Now you put quantifiers on it?
I'm not letting you throw your life away.
This core. What is that? What is that?
It's one of Wily's, and it's going for the cerebral controller.
Move faster! Y'all really just stood back and let that happen. Oh, damn! That man got punched in the chest with a metal robot. Get up, Mega Man! He is Bomb Man. Nope, he's gonna save you, bro. Man, this sucks. He's gotta destroy his own robot. Nice! Freeze Ray! Well played. But wait, can we talk about how you just let that thing infect? Maybe get out of the way, bro. No, he's gonna think it's his fault. He needs the propeller feet. He doesn't have them yet.
Sorry.
Oh. I'm here, Rock.
Thank God. I thought his legs got pinned.
Doc. I'm...
Uh-oh. Fight it! That's right, he said, not on my watch, Wily.
What you just did was amazing.
It was. Get this kid a suit immediately with propeller feet.
Doesn't matter what I made you for. This is what you are meant for.
Get me in that blue suit now. Hey, there it is, Cute. Satisfying. So cute.
Good.
The helmet is absolutely necessary. I remember beaming into the world. That was so fun. Cute. That's it. I'm ready to watch him mess stuff up. Are you kidding? Yo, that was barely 5 minutes. But as I said, I didn't expect a whole lot. It was not a very thick plot in the game. I forgot about Dr. Light and Dr. Wily. I knew as soon as I heard Light, I'm like, oh yes, that's what they used to talk about. There was always a scrolling screen in the beginning of the game. I remember that kind of told you like the origins of how Mega Man came to be, although this is actually Mega Boy when you're thinking about it, but digressing. And then yes, Dr. Wily, he was always the final boss that you would have to go up against after you defeated all the other robots. But I thought that was cute. There really isn't much to say about it because much like the game, it's not a deep plot. Dr. Wily exists. He takes over robotics and he uses them to do bad things. And we see Dr. Light, who is clearly a genius, created a lot of these robots, and they keep getting taken over by Dr. Wily. And then it's up to our boy Mega Man, although Rock is his name here. But pre Mega Man, this is what he did: is he'd help out his pops in getting these robots created, etc. But in the end, he wanted to fight, and so we saw the birth of the Mega Man that we all came to know and love back in the day. But cute. That's all I have to say for that one. That was super cute. Great job on the expressions, despite the fact that it definitely had more of a comic-y feel to this animation. We're not going for hyperrealism in this one so much as more of that rounded, fun, kind of almost Pixar-y type look. But as I said, they still did a great job with like the facial expressions and such. So it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that one. So anyways, that's it for this episode, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please show some love, and I will see you in the next one.